Hello everyone, welcome back to the SP Learning Labs Java programming course. In today's video, we are going to learn about gem statements in Java. Gem statements are used to control the flow of loops. In this video, we will learn about break statement, continue statement, where to use them and how they work. Let's get started. In the previous video, we learned about loops. We saw how to repeat tasks using for loop, while loop and do while loop. But here is one question. What if we want to stop the loop in between or skip one step and continue with next? How can we control the loop like that? That is where gem statements come into the picture. Loops repeat, gem statements control. Let's understand with a simple example. Imagine you are searching for something. When you find it, you stop searching, and sometime you skip something and move to next. Same way in programming, we use gem statements to stop the loop or skip one step. Gem statements give control inside loops. What are gem statements? Gem statements are used to change the normal flow of loops. In Java, we have break, stops the loop, continue, skips current iteration. Let's understand with code. Now let's see the gem statements. First, let's understand the break statement. Use this same loop class for break statement. We use break when we want to stop the loop in between. Here, I will add an condition. Now let's understand this step by step. We are running the loop from 1 to 5. Numbers will print one by one. When I becomes 3, break is executed and the loop stops at this point. So let's run this program. Now you can see the output 1 2. See, it prints only 1 2 because when the value reached 3, the loop stopped immediately. So break stops the loop at the exact point. Now let's understand continue statement. We use continue when we want to skip one step and move to the next iteration. Here I will use same I equal to 3. Here instead of break I will write continue. Now let's understand this step by step. We are running the loop from 1 to 5 and numbers will print one by one. Now here when I becomes 3, continue is executed and that step is skipped and the loops moves to the next value. Now let's run the program. Here you can see the output 1 2 4 5. 3 is skipped. So continue skips one step and moves forward. Now let's understand the difference. Break stops the loop completely and continue skip only one step. Break stops, continue skips. That is the difference. So this is the end of code part. Now let's look at some common mistakes. These are very common when we start learning. First, using break when we want to skip. Break will stop the loop completely. So remaining iterations will not run. But sometimes we only want to skip one step. Next, using continue when we want to stop. Continue does not stop the loop, it only skips current step. Loop will continue with next iterations. Correct understanding. Use break when we want to stop the loop. Use continue when you want to skip one iteration. Once you understand this clearly, you can control loops easily. Use break to stop, continue to skip. Before ending this video, I have a small task for you. Write a program to print numbers from 1 to 10. In that program, skip number 5 using continue. And when the number reaches 8, stop the loop using break. And one more thing, understand the difference between break and continue. This is very commonly asked interview question. Try it step by step and observe the output carefully. Practice gives you better control on loops. So that's all for today. In the next video, we will learn a bonus concept. We will learn about debugging, how to run code step by step and understand how it actually works. This will make your programming understanding much better. If you found this helpful, like, share and subscribe to SP Learning Labs. See you in the next video.